Aloha to one and all across the islands of Hawaii nei. I am Juliet Butters-Doty, bringing to you the super full moon in Gemini. First up, I'd like to bring you up to date from where I last left you. And Venus entered Sagittarius November 30th. We've had a number of multiple M-class solar flares that have fired off from the sun, creating massive radiation. Strong electromagnetics abound, and in fact has grounded 5,000 planes worldwide because of the risk of high radiation levels. November 30th, the largest solar flare, in fact it was an X-class, which is very large. This cycle just fired off. And now we get to the super full moon on December 4th at 1:14 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time at 13 degrees of Gemini. Neptune stations direct at the last degree of the zodiac, December 10th. The moon then enters Sagittarius, December 17th. The new moon in Sagittarius, December 19th. And then we move into the winter Capricorn solstice, a powerful time, a galactic reboot during that solstice period, lifting us to another level as we have 5 bodies, planets at 1 to 2 degrees. It's a taste of new beginnings, even though we have 3 planets recently stationing direct. We still have Jupiter and Chiron retrograde. And lastly, as just with these little updates, 3i Atlas will pass by closest to the Earth on December 19th, the same day as the new moon in Sagittarius, escorted by 6 other comets. So it's a big time, lots happening. So we're all being asked by all this Sagittarian energy, which is ruled by Jupiter, Greek mythology, that's Zeus, to look at what's deeply meaningful to you. Look into truth. And just how do you feel about that? Once you find it within, trust it. Strategically, Mercury, the ruler of this full supermoon, is in deep diving Scorpio, asking us all to get to the very core of everything. And by the way, Mercury is the ruler of the south node of fate, so it's an emptying out. Is your genuine, authentic certainty delivering a sense of secure nourishment for you? There has been so much wounding across the many ages and unknown amounts of lifetimes lived by each and every one of us regarding truth. And here we are in Sagittarius season. So one's deeper meaning, one's higher purpose, our right brain thinking, our intuitive side. Having the confidence, in fact, to trust ourselves and to simply be our real, genuine, authentic selves. That's Sagittarius. So we're being really assisted beautifully by the trine from Jupiter to Saturn to Mercury in Scorpio to dig deep, to find the core of what we finally wish to usher forth and make real, Saturn, even if it's just simply essentially you for the very first time. Our divine nature expands out into the cosmic universe. That's the Neptune in Pisces bit, accessing the higher wisdom and the creativity that we can all reach now. When will we all trust our very selves rather than give away our power to the supposed powers that be, who claim to be officially in charge? So we have come through a very intense year, we all feel it, and as we move through the first weeks of December into the 17th and 19th, all the inner planets, Mercury, Moon, Venus and Mars, will stand in Sagittarius, ushering in healing, benevolent and optimistic energies. And by the time we get closer to the solstice and taking us onwards to Christmas, New Year's, Chiron will square the great benefic, Jupiter, both retrograde, urging for deep healing individually whilst ushering us forth in the benevolent and optimistic energies that we all deserve after the potency of the year that we've all been through. So use the trine that we're experiencing now. It will wane. Use it to consolidate and make real the new you. Jupiter expands. So do watch for Mars in Sagittarius behaving like a loose cannon, acting impulsively, only to regret it later. Breathe and be mindful as Mars enters Sagittarius, the fire sign, the day before this full moon. Mars represents our passions, our desires, what motivates us. Put it with the fire sign and you've got some bombastic energy, shall we say. So I'm also going to bring in something else here. There can be a mental restlessness and a lack of focus from the polarity of the moon in Gemini to the sun in Sagittarius, the full moon. And it's related to a passage from the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. And I bring it to you via Philip Lindsay, the esoteric astrologer. So the quote is, "The gradual conquest of the mind's tendency to flit from one object to another and the power of one-pointedness make the development of contemplation." So that's the Sag piece. So the super full moon in Gemini is wanting of a tell it like it is to occur, to strive for one's purpose, sun in Sag, that lies deep within the heart. So allow that truth to fire your jets, to motivate you along with your relationships. May they step in line with your passion and your motivations. And remember too that a super moon, and this will be the third one, and we'll have one more in January to make 4, is closer to the Earth. So therefore the tides have greater pull. Sensitivities run high, emotionality with it, and it's also propelling us. It's a propelling energy. Also too, the tectonic plates and seismic activity are more likely, and we're already seeing that with Indonesia and Alaska earthquakes of late. So whilst all the Sagittarian harmonics build from November 30th with Venus joining the parade, we will be seeing a bit of bravado and inflamed know-it-alls going all out with their opinion and so on. So proclamations will abound as this mounts towards the new moon in Sagittarius on the 20th of December. So more on that later when we get there, together with that solstice in Capricorn. So Venus is completing her last quarter. It's a term we have, it's a last quarter phase, sextile to Pluto. So it's a good thing. So let me explain it for you. We're looking at a potential relationship transformations, getting back into alignment. Perhaps there was a little bit of rough edges there, but it's coming back. Perhaps you've made some relational shifts that have already started to shift. So what does the revamped you desire now? Likely inspiration is flowing for the new ways to do things, how to think things, how to communicate things. So this particular full moon, and of course therefore the sun, are square the karmic nodes, meaning we are at a very strong choice point in time. It's a major pivot moment where we are being asked to pivot, to question just what do we believe? Is it real? Does it truly matter? Will it make a difference? What does matter now? The sun sits fully in Sagittarius and is full of much, vying for authentic, outspoken genuineness from you and from me. So we've had the summer to perceive and perhaps divine what will work, perhaps what will not, what is worth focusing your energy on. So what is it that is carrying potential? What is bona fide and what is not? The South Node in Virgo is emptying out for us. It's an emptying out channel. It's a potent time now to let go of what's not in alignment with your truth, whilst the moon is evoking what may potentially fly as it pulls away from the North Node. And so breathe, be still, listen, trust what flows through you now. Allow for divine intervention as you hold yourself as sacred. Prayer is very powerful. It's a wonderful tool. Use it if you're familiar with it, and I would begin it if you're not. Just speak to Source as if you're talking to your best friend. That's all it is. We stand on the precipice now in unison with the potency of the endings of the past. And when I say past, I mean eons of past, hundreds, thousands of lifetimes. We will see further collapse now, so allow it to fall away. It's meant to. Just let it go. So of further note, Mars, the planet of action and passion and desire, motivation, is now out of bounds. Pluto has come back in bounds, but now Mars is out of bounds. So he'll be acting unruly and loose. So just watch out for that. Transiting Uranus is conjunct, which means sitting next to, birthing something. He's sitting next to the fixed star Algol, signifying people may lose their heads, or a better way to put it, may lose their position of prominence. We may be seeing this on the world stage between the end of December through the middle of March. So watch that space. And the energy of this transit from Uranus is a prompt to break free from limitation and embrace transformation by facing our fears, embracing change, so that we can navigate in a more empowered way. So I just want to bring another piece of notable astrology, and that is that the new moon is conjunct Antares, a fixed star, and the sun is conjunct Algol. And respectively, they represent an opposition which is a push to deliver strength, courage, and determination. To the sun is imposing with Aldebaran deep introspection and possible transformation. So I leave you with that because it's really very powerful. So I wish you all a fun and adventurous December. Enjoy the party season together with the holiday vibe with all your ohana. And I'll give you a short new moon update on the 19th of December together with the winter solstice. So before you know it, we'll be there. A hui ho.